Dana and Benji here, and I thought I would share with you what we've been up to as we've come off the road from 6 years of full life, full van life, traveling North America, working in Alaska, and now off the road, recovering from surgery and transitioning to a new chapter in life of new career path or what I'm doing with myself. And I thought I'd share what that looks like and maybe some life hack tips of what's helping me navigate it. Okay, because the truth is, I'm 53 and it's scary. Things don't work out the way you think they're gonna work out. They didn't work out the way I thought they would work out. Big time. And it's a slippery slope from disappointment to dark, scary places inside. Also getting surgery. There was a lot of pain before this surgery and a lot of pain after the surgery in my foot. And I'm 6 years sober and I don't do pain pills. I can do some Advil and Tylenol, but it upsets my stomach, so I stopped taking that pretty early on. So having to go through the pain and how it wears on you, but also how life wears on you, being not having money, not knowing what I'm gonna do for money now, and all the fear and all the fear and the uncertainty, and this in the middle place, this in between place that I'm sure everybody knows about. I am not unique in this experience. You've all had it. Everybody's had it. That's why I'm sharing this, because I've had it too a lot on my travels. When I was traveling, I would post epic videos or pictures of Benji and I kayaking with dolphins, kayaking with blue whales, cold plunging in Alaska, hiking glaciers, hiking mountains, doing all kinds of neat things. And I'm gonna post more of that. But the other side of that, the reality is the day-to-day grind is hard. I was doing everything by myself. I'm still doing everything by myself. I do not have a partner. Been 6 years plus, more than 6 years single, and I cashed in my savings early on. That was long gone early on in my traveling. No retirement. That's because I have a past with an ex who emptied out my bank account faster than I could fill it up. I'm a hard worker, so I worked on the road to make money as I went and to be able to redefine what was important to me. This is so key. Redefine what was important to me, name it, and then place my actions and my money, my thoughts and my actions in that direction. So I was able to work for 4 months out of the year and live on very little money, resourcing all my means in Baja, the Baja Peninsula, throughout the wintertime, down in Mexico, all the way through the United States, through national parks, state parks, bucket listing, seeing and doing all the things I wanted to do in the last 6 years. And as soon as I could figure something else I wanted to do and see, I made it happen. Inside my means, inside very little money. So I want to share this part of my chapter right now. I've gone into hiding. I haven't posted a lot. I had to sell the RV for money. You want to ask me why? People ask if I'm done traveling. I'm not done doing anything. I needed money. I had no money. I wanted to live in an apartment so that I could take care of myself and heal. Needed to be with my family to do that. I had no support out in the world. I mean, you make friends. I had friends, but I needed my twin sister. She's here to say the things I needed to hear when I needed to hear it, because I get dark just like everybody else. I get down like everybody else, and my dark is pretty dark and yucky. And so I needed to be here with her so I could get that support as I heal through this really painful surgery. So the RV, I had to sell it. And so I have to now figure out what I'm gonna do to afford to live. I was able to pay and live in very bonkers conditions. So bonkers! In crazy remote beaches in Baja in the wintertime. So I could kayak paddle on my paddle board or my kayak with the wildlife down there. Mobulo rays, blue whales, dolphins, roosterfish, they come up out of the water. All these things I wanted to see and experience, and I was able to do it. And so I know that I can trust myself because I know that I will do it again, do what I want to do, and I will do it on my own means. And this all comes from a past, a history with, not to get into that right now, but I will down the road. I'm going to start sharing some of that. My past with the partner that I had. I was in an abusive relationship, abusive marriage. And I don't talk about that very often. But it didn't start in that point. It started from childhood that led up to that stuff, a really hard childhood of stuff that had me very good at going through very hard things and seeing it through. And that came from a really tough childhood. I was able to sustain. I had grit. I had tenacity. I have a very compassionate personality, and so I was able to see a partner through really shitty shit. And they don't start out abusive. They start out really charming and wonderful and funny and fun and sweet and kind, and it's a slow burn. And by the time you're in it, your mind is so messed up, you can't see your way through the forest, through the trees. And so coming from that, the strengths I have are as I can put myself in some pretty tough situations to get what I want. Like paddle with whales. I can wait it out. I can wait it out a month on a beach, having to live on the provisions I've gotten in pretty remote, crazy places, on next to nothing, to stare at the ocean for days on end, to try to get myself at the right place at the right time to get with a blue whale, which I've done. I've done it multiple times now, or the dolphins, or the Mobulo rays, or whatever was out there that I wanted to see. I didn't see it all. I didn't get all the experiences I want. I had day after day of disappointment and frustration and boredom and scared about money, but I had the tenacity and the grit. And so what I want to say about now is that now that I'm here, I'm in another in-between place from where I'm coming from and where I'm going, and I don't know where I'm going. And because I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what's next for me, I wanted to share what that looks like and what I'm doing. And one of my life hacks is I just did it. I did a workout video here in my living room. I'm not supposed to be doing much with this foot. It's really, really painful, compromised still, but I'm able to do some weights with my hands, my arms, my upper body. And so I did, and it shifted my gears, shifted my mind. I wanted to share that little life hack that no matter where I am, and I mean, we were in Glacier National Park. I'm doing all the driving myself. This was a couple years ago. All the driving myself. Most of the time I didn't have climate control in the van when I was in a van. So when you turn the van off, the heater went off and I didn't have heat or AC. So we were in the elements. But I remember pulling over. I've pulled over many places. I pulled over at rest stops. This was in Glacier National Park. I pulled over, put up my yoga mat on the ground. I've done this in Alaska at the dog park, and do a workout video right there on the side of the van, outside, for God and everybody, people passing by to watch me. I've done this in California. You name a place that I've been through, I will stop the van and do a workout video because of what's going on in here and here. Everything needs to align, and it takes moving. And so I wanted to share that while I'm in this state of frustration, fear about how I'm going to monetize my life now. I wanted to share. Diet is key too. It's a slippery slope. I've had some yummy, fun foods that I've been back because it's fun to eat things now that I'm in the United States. I'm out of Alaska, and I have access to all these really good grocery stores because you don't have that in remote locations. I've had some yummy foods that are not good for me. But 99% of the time, what goes in me, it has to be aligned with what I want, and I want my best life. So I'm gonna try to pick the best foods. I'm gonna do some exercising. I'm gonna get out in nature. I'm gonna get outside, and in the city, I'm in an urban area. I'm finding green space wherever I can find it, which is super important. I learned that on the road really fast. What was important to me, what I love, what I need is nature and wildlife. And I've got it right out my door here. I've got heron, birds. I've got green trees, grass. I walk barefoot as much as I can, especially with this foot. I can't get it into a shoe. So I walk barefoot in the grass. But these important things, when I'm in a city, in an urban environment, I'm trying to replicate what I got out in my adventures, bits and pieces of that to fulfill me in here until I can get to my next chapter and find my next adventure, my next epic thing. So I wanted to share that with you guys because these translate into everyday life. Everybody, including me, and I'm capable of some pretty neat things. Everybody gets down, like really down and really scared, really freaked out. Freaked out as a part of my existence. And then also coming back out of that and trusting myself, trusting life, trusting in the routine of what I know to do, get my butt up and do some exercise, even when I'm told I'm not supposed to. Doctor says to lay off. Still can move up. I can move this, So anyway, I want to share that for you guys. And feel free to ask questions now. I'm going to be sharing videos on life hacks and more of what's ahead and a lot of what we've done in our past. I haven't shared a lot of videos, especially in the last year. I'm going to start pulling some of those out and some pictures because sometimes I like to go private. But feel free to comment and to ask questions and like and subscribe, and we'll share more. Bye.